Howdy, everybody. Welcome to Step Into the Portal. Yes, we are early, but when I talked to Brian earlier or yesterday, it was like, should we do 9 or 9:30? I was like, split the difference, 9:15. And then I totally forgot and set us up for 9:30, but we were ready to go. So we're starting early. So it's early Spiderverse Christmas for everyone. Howdy, everybody. My name is Brandt. Welcome to Step Into the Portal. And this is
Brian in the basement.
All right. In the basement. And we are playing a 2-player game of Marvel Champions this morning, celebrating 10 days till Christmas. I don't know. I just made that up. So
You just made up that 10 days to Christmas?
I just made up Christmas.
Oh, okay. You made Christmas? Whoa. Do we
Pretty
have to
sweet,
thank you for Santa Claus?
I did do some.
Why Santa Claus has a beard? Because of you?
That's right. Because of me. Somebody said, you should play Santa. You're really starting to look like Santa. And I said, oh, the beard? They were like, yeah. I think they meant my belly.
Nice.
I was like, that's rude.
Hey, man, if you dug into or bought into the newest Dice Throne, it's Santa versus Krampus. And you can play Santa. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. So couple things here, I guess. So yesterday I played with Steve. Brian couldn't play last night. Steve can't play this morning. I can't play any other time. So we're doing it now and going from there. So say hello in the chat if you are here. Steve's actually in the chat with us as he's doing his work day. What happened there?
He's got his dustbuster ready.
So yeah, if you're here with us, say hello there. Hello and good morning to Black Dog and to Steve. Steve's got his dustbuster ready because we're going to wipe up Sandman. I think so. Yesterday we played Ultron and I didn't even think about it, Brian. Like, I was not trying to make Rocket face Ultron. I just was digging through and I was like, oh, I'm going to be Rocket and do this powerful punch thing. So let's make sure there's, a decent number of minions. And so I was looking through and I was like, well, Drang and Ultron were two I just hadn't played in a little while, I felt like. So I was like, well, I love Ultron. Let's play Ultron. But I forgot Rocket is like a cheat code on Ultron. Like,
yeah.
And it didn't give Steve as much of a chance to do things with his Black Widow deck because it was always like, well, you could do that or I could draw 4 cards. Like,
but I mean, the way that he built, I mean, yeah, it's good for fighting a lot of minions. But at the same time, his whole idea was to have that one big hit with that Dance of Death, right?
Yeah, which still went through. He got it on the final turn.
There you go. Just beat Ultron in the face with that Dance of Death. So
nice, cool. So channel wise, I'm gonna keep plugging away here through Christmas. I think I'll just take a break right around Christmas, the 23rd, maybe through the 26th. Is probably where you won't see as much. But I've got a bunch of games. Tomorrow there's going to be something, whether it's me playing solo or my wife and I doing the cutest stream ever with Flamecraft and Boop, which are they're really awesome games, as silly as it sounds to say the cutest stream ever or whatever.
One game, his name is Boop.
It's called Boop, and it's about
nice.
kittens jumping on a bed. So the board is a grid, kind of like chess or checkers, but it's a quilt. So you're jumping on the squares of the quilt.
Oh, okay. Is it like not like Calico, though, right?
No, it's an abstract game. So, like, you're placing your piece, and then Boop is because you put a kitten on the bed, they jump on the bed, and they knock all the pieces one space away from them.
Oh,
like, they jumped on the bed, and everybody... And then the cats can fall off the edge of the bed.
All right.
It's super cute, and you can't play it without saying Boop. So, it's a great game. And then Flamecraft is like a light Euro strategy game, with really cute dragons and all sorts of things. So,
did you get any of these at PAX?
Got them both at PAX. Flamecraft we picked up.
PAX, yeah.
Yeah, Flamecraft we picked up, and then Boop. We've actually played the prototype and everything. The publisher, Kurt Covert, Smirk and Laughter, Smirk and Dagger Games. He's in Connecticut, so he comes to our store a couple times a year. And he came over, and so we were playing Boop last year before it came out.
Oh, so you've been booping
so then he
for
got
a while.
A copy to us. We've been booping. So Hey, Mark. Hey, played the game with Steve Kimmel. So
Yeah.
anyway,
What's up,
you'll see
guys?
that stuff. I also have Massive Darkness, which I would actually like to play multiplayer, but I'll probably do a solo play to get a game in, and I enjoy it solo. So I will do that. And like I said, get a play of it in, and then in the future, if I can get a multiplayer play of it in, I'll do that. I still want to do a champion stream. I want to do this one deck. I want to play Wolverine and Doctor Strange and show them off. I was talking about doing it with some of the other content creators, but I'm not sure that'll happen. So I might just do a solo stream where I play Wolverine versus a villain and then play Doctor Strange versus a villain and kind of show off the two decks and whatnot and see how that goes. So there will still be Marvel Champions. We'll find a time next week. We're going to do some live deck building. Is going to be our plan. So I don't think we're going to play next time. We'll do some deck building, you, me, Steve, and maybe we'll get a special guest, and we'll each kind of plan to build something. I think maybe give each other something to build, and then maybe take a request to build from the audience or something was my idea. So we'd roughly get about 3 decks each, and I figured we'd all kind of build something simultaneously while we're chatting and giving advice to each other. And I think high level critique, like, nope, I really don't think. I mean, Steve's pretty used, he's pretty open to doing that. Like, nope, I don't think you should do this. You should do this. But I think we'll do that and then kind of
That's
argue
true.
our points.
Very true.
So we'll just, people will know that's what we're trying to do, right? We'll make sure they know, like, I'm not trying to say this is the best deck. Like, please critique it,
I mean, that's what we do a lot of times with just each other off stream. We at times we build our decks and then we post it to each other and be like, any feedback? What do you guys think? Do you guys like the idea? What can modify? I mean, just Brandt's deck today got modified just before the stream. So
stupid brains over brawn trying to make that card work. And I knew like that it doesn't work with making an entrance, and I knew all that, but I thought that her upgrade gave you +2 thwart, but it's only for that activation, and then it doesn't say what you thwart, which I should know in my brain, but anyway. That card got cut. All right, Brian, why don't you show us
Eric.
your who are we playing?
Sandman.
Right, we're gonna fight Sandman, and you are Miles.
Yep.
And
Miles
I
Morales.
am Penny Parker, SPDR. So we're going back into the Spider-Verse. We're setting our X-Men aside for a little while till we see Gambit and Rogue next year. I think for me, I got a lot of X-Men playing. I love the X-Men, but man, when we went back to those heroes last night, like Black Widow and Rocket is just, the control on those two characters is complete lockdown. I can't tell you how many times it was like, oh, there's no threat. We got rid of all the minions and the villain is confused.
Yeah, it's awesome. So
have a great day.
The funny thing about us playing these two characters is Brandt calls me yesterday and says, hey, Brian, who do you want to play for our game? And I said, well, to be honest, I would really like to play either Spider-Man Miles Morales or SPDR. And Brandt's like, that's exactly the two characters I wanted to play. I'm like, okay, you take one, I'll take the other.
It was perfect. Yeah, it was.
So,
well, for me at least, it wasn't. I didn't know what I wanted to play, but when you said Spider-Verse, that's when Spider-Ham was the other one. But yeah, I just have to say, I gotta do Spider-Ham. I gotta do him against Ronan. Like, it's just one of those fun ones where he's gonna do really well,
So I am playing the Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I have yet to play him in Aggression. So I wanted to go with Aggression today, and I'm kind of trying to lean into the whole status effect idea. I've got Psylocke, Professor X, Mockingbird, Spider-Girl, just to throw out status effects on either minions or the villain, along with the drop kicks. And then I have the press advantages to, make use of them by drawing me extra cards. And obviously, Miles Morales, just his kit naturally does that with arachnobatics and stuff like that. So, it's pretty maybe not pretty straightforward, but the idea is just load them up with status effects and gain card advantage over press advantage and extra damage with arachnobatics, excuse me. And I've also got a couple warrior skills in here because I think this card is really cool, and I like the idea of buffing up your attacks, and I think it will be really cool with potential one-on-one, 1x1 here. And because I think we're playing the Inheritors, you said, right? So
yep, I shuffled in Inheritors, and I just left down to or no City and Chaos because I like having Rhino in here.
Yeah, that's cool. So the 1x1s then will take out Sand Clones, no problem, with one warrior skill. Should be able to be just like chain him and do like take out 2 Sand Clones. Inheritors is going to be a little bit harder, but we'll deal with them as they come.
For sure.
And
yeah,
obviously,
I figured I'd throw them in here because we're web warriors, so they mess with us, right?
Yeah. Not obviously, but I'm throwing in Ready to Rumble because he does have the double life in his deck, which allows him to change an extra time in a round. So if I spend the physical, I can flip and ready, exhaust in that form, then flip again and ready. So
nice.
That's the idea behind it.
I love it. Mark says how things have changed when you say play a fun game against Ronan.
Yes.
It's so true. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely ways that we figured him out and everything, but he's still, it's still like if I'm going to play him live, there's no guarantee it's going to be a 1 win, 1 play, 1 win. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
It's
yeah.
Still just so random in what he does. All right. I did all this for Sandman and put these out. My deck is the Energizer Spider. I love this whole build. I do this all the time. I feel like, but I have a symbiote suit, so that's going to give me plus stats, and then I'm just going to ready every way I can. So I have the host spider, plus I have the limitless staminas. I have Spider-Man Peter Parker. I have Ghost Spider in here because she lets me go get an identity card, so I can go get the one to get my upgrades. And then Otto Octavius. Wait, did you pull him?
Yep. Ready to Rumble is in there instead of him.
He'll ready my host spider, right? So then I can, or whatever. So I have that. I put Unshakable, but I don't remember that Sandman stuns and confuses that much. So it's there, but it's not key.
Would you?
And other than that, I'm just buffing my stats.
Do it?
Oh, yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know about the Inheritors, so yeah.
I just put in stuff for card drive. Justice Serve, so I can ready off of that. Skilled Investigator, Avengers Mansion, and one way or another is to draw cards. I did have Assess the Situation, which I almost could argue for these making an entrance to put Assess the Situation in now that I'm thinking about it, because it would just give me that ability to have large. I'm just looking to have cards. Like that's why my Avengers Mansion is here.
Well, yeah. I mean, you might not.
I actually wonder if that would have been a smarter card because I don't know that I need to thwart for like 6 and then ready, but I figure I can ready and punch.
But the thing is that the making an entrance also heals you when you clear the threat.
Right. No, for sure. So anyway, but I think I might consider putting some Assess the Situations in. I would actually probably go over, but I decided to make a 40 card deck. But I probably wouldn't be afraid to go over by a few. But they're downstairs, so I'm not going to run. It'll be fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I probably would take out a making an entrance and throw in 2 Assess the Situations, or even 3 because they're going to get you look at another card.
I mean, if you want to take a second to run down and go, that's that's
it's
cool.
Fine.
But
I think this will work. We'll see if making the entrance is overkill or not here.
Eric has a question.
Eric has a question.
Your character need so many double resource cards as she is resource heavy once her kit is built? It's a good point.
Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, I put the doubles in her. I can't remember. Did she come with doubles in her kit?
Nope.
Or in her original deck?
I don't believe she did.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, again, we'll see. So that could be some adjustments, right? When we're building decks and then refining them, which is interesting, right? Those decks go up on Marvel CDB, and presumably they've been played many, many times. And I'm tending to build decks. Yeah, I guess even Venom, I don't want to pay for with doubles, right?
Yeah, a lot of times we build decks on the fly, so
Yeah. It's a good point. I could see pulling a double based off what you don't need, like based on the scenario. So, I'm not going to need lightnings here,
Yeah.
Hey, Josh.
So, yeah.
All right, let's shuffle it up.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
starting at 4 threat when we go through the deck. Take indirect damage. City streets. I hope I did that correct, right? It starts with 4. Then I don't trigger it, right? I just start with 4 and then I put one on.
Search for
Yep,
city
I did that.
streets. Starts with what? 4 on that. So the
Yeah, and
sand
maybe Eric, to
clones
your
do
point
it.
where you have a lot of resources and not cards, I tried to put a lot of card draw. Like I might one way or another into a bad side scheme solely to have cards. Whereas with other heroes, I wouldn't play one way or another into a bad side scheme. You know what I mean?
So we got 4 side schemes, I think, in the deck.
Yeah, I forgot to check. There's 2 here. There's a dirt trap, which I think there might be 2 of.
There's 3 in
Panic
total.
in the
There's 2 dirt.
streets.
Yeah, and then there's the hunting, the spider totems from the inheritors, which it only comes out with 6. I mean, technically, it's not that when the game begins. If you can remove it right away, it's probably not that bad.
Got it. So that would roughly be my plan, you know. But of course, without a lot of card draw, it could be tricky.
Yeah,
but making
hunting
an
spider
entrance will help.
totems is the forced interrupt when the villain phase begins, and it comes out with a static 6.
Got it.
So
1,
yeah,
2,
like 4
3,
side
4.
schemes with the double resource cards.
So I definitely want this, and I definitely want Ghost Spider. I don't need making an entrance or Venom. The list.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Okay, so
yeah, I feel like you and Eric are more the pros on SPDR than me. So,
well, look at this hand. Do I really want all of this? I don't think I'm set up for these yet.
Oh,
yes. Thank you, Brandt. Thank you. 1, 2, 3.
You know, I'm just gonna put the rocket bobblehead here. It just makes
sense. Why not? Well, I don't really have much of a setup here, which is kind of funny. I can't believe this is what I have actually. Using doubles for web shooters.
Gotcha. You got too many resources?
Yeah, I mean, I might flip up and then just like flip back down. I mean, I got double life. I don't know. Doesn't feel like I really should be using it. Sure, why not? It's kind of unfortunate. Maybe I'll just hold on to it. I'll use.
I mean, you could stay down if you wanted to. The key for flipping up would be getting rid of these things on city streets, right?
How do you get rid of it again?
Attack it.
I should probably attack it, right?
But you can't attack it. Like you have to exhaust. You can't use a
exhaust. Yeah,
an event.
Exhaust a character you control. That's fine. I'm gonna use double life and play a web shooter. I'll flip up. I'll use that web shooter to play a web shooter. I'll use that web shooter to play a defense mechanism. You have 2. You have 2. And I think I'll just exhaust and remove 2 counters.
Perfect.
And I'm just going to hold on to my doubles.
All right. Is it me?
Yep.
All right. I will exhaust. You know, originally when I was building, I put meditations in, but I realized they're terrible. I'd way rather draw 2 cards than get 3 resources.
Absolutely, yeah.
Draw 2. There's a double, which will help with Ghost Spider, and a rapid deployment, which I don't need. So I will flip up. Does this card do anything? No. All right, I will flip up. I have 14 health. I'm going to spend.
Why is your pilot exhausted?
Because I exhausted to draw 2 cards, right? I exhaust the
you
suit.
exhaust the suit. You exhaust the suit.
The suit. All right. My bad.
Cool.
So then the question is if I want to ready there. Okay. So let me see. If I do these, this will come out, and then I could use these and put that out. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to spend rapid deployment and limitless stamina to play Psychic Link. Oh, actually, hold on. I can use her, right?
Yep.
She's a resource. And then I'm going to use my double resource and my Psychic Link to play Ghost Spider. She is going to exhaust to get rid of 2 tokens here. And then I will play my ejection protocol, mostly to just have it on the table. I could use it to ready and clear some threat, but I don't think it's a major issue. The question is if I want to be holding this card, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think ejection protocol is necessary at the beginning of a game in my mind.
So I will ready and I will thwart for 2.
Cool.
Actually,
cool.
oh no. I had to use that to ready. I was gonna say if I didn't instead and I saved this, I could thwart for 4 and clear it all. But
yeah.
All right, we're good. I only get 3 cards. I'm gonna mess that up so many times.
Well, I'm glad I held on to my doubles.
Good morning. Get up and game.
Yeah.
Penny
Thanks for joining
Miles.
us. Yes. These are some of my favorite characters, the Spiderverse. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like a unique set of characters. They don't, as much as they're web warriors, it's like all the other cards that make them alike, but they don't have similarities amongst them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I apologize. I'm trying to remember if there's anything I don't want to forget on the villain here. I don't think so. He just attacks and deals indirect damage, right?
So let me just have this out. After an acceleration token is placed, yeah, it's been a while since I've played Sandman, so that won't do anything. Yeah. When revealed, did we do the when revealed surge on Sandman to start the game?
I did.
Okay.
Yep, because I had 4 counters. I put a 5th and I discarded 5 cards. None of them were our obligations. I would have discarded another and shuffled them in because I think our obligations aren't supposed to be in the deck yet.
That's right.
So I think he's just attacking you for 3 indirect.
3 indirect. If your identity takes any amount of damage, you have to resolve, which if it's 3 indirect, then I can't stop it. So I'll just let it happen.
3 + 2, it's 5 indirect.
Down to 4. Surging Sands.
And he discards 2. All right, he's attacking me. I can put them on Ghost Spider, but all right. So 3 + 1 is 4. So wait. So had I defended, it would have been 2 less, right? I'm not worried about it. I'm going to still take it, but that's how it works, correct?
2 less what?
If I defended, it still decreases the damage.
Decreases his damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I will take 2 and then I'll put 2 there. So this City Streets is going to go back to 3. I remember playing him with Nelson, somewhat recently, but it feels like it's been a little while. So, all right. And then we get our encounter cards. So you get a Sand Clown in honor of Steve, and I get a Sandstorm.
Right. Yeah, I just realized I actually have defense mechanism. I completely forgot about it. I forgot about the fact that it triggers off defense, which I'll do later. No worries.
Got it. All right, deal X indirect damage among players where X is equal to the number of sand counters on city streets. If there are no sand counters, place 3 on it and shuffle this card. So we take 3 amongst us. I will just take the 3 and go to 9.
Okay.
Passes to me. All right, so here's where I want to start doing all this. I got deal 5 damage to an enemy. Clear some of those. I can thwart all of that.
I'm flipping down.
I can get Spider-Man in play here, right? So if I use this plus Overwatch and Web Trap, I can play Spider-Man. I can then thwart for 4. After Spider-Man attacks or thwarts. So I'm going to have Spider-Man attack for 2. And then he readies a Web Warrior. So he will ready me. But she's the one that recovers, huh?
Yes.
So then I will just clear all the sand counters. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'll just clear the sand counters and we'll kill the clone next turn if you're flipping down, right?
Yeah. It doesn't have guard, right? So I'm just gonna go.
Oh, I can't do it more than once per turn.
Yeah, just 1.
Done.
2 on him. Okay.
Fellow Josh. Nice.
Yep. I'm gonna use Genius to play Ganky Lee. I'm gonna use both my web shooters to play my warrior skill. 3. It's gonna have 3 counters on it, which my fingers are having a hard time grabbing. Here we go. And I think I'm gonna do the web shot. He doesn't have guard, right?
Yeah, that card has a lot of light on it, Brian, if you can slide it left or right.
Yeah, I was just putting it there for a second. This one is coming up here. Yeah. I was just putting it there while I was it was definitely not gonna stay there.
It's not a big deal. It was just like, if you got other space.
So
yeah, Steve, I caught that. Sorry, go ahead, Brian.
I was just gonna say Sand Clone does not have guard, correct?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so
Correct.
I think what I'll do then is I'll just use energy to play Web Shot and resolve Venom Blast.
Remind me, sorry. Deal 2 damage.
So Web Shot is going to be 4 damage, and then Venom Blast is 2 damage, stun that enemy.
So are you killing the clone?
It only has 1 threat, right?
Yeah.
It only has 1 scheme.
Hold on, I'm trying to remember what was here. It only has 1 scheme. So I did 2 damage to it. What I was saying is I could have put my 2 damage on Sandman. Can you web shot and then Venom Blast something else?
I can, yeah, absolutely. I can kill the Sand Clone with Web Shot and then Venom Blast Sandman.
Does that make more sense?
Sure.
All right, so then this goes here. We discard 2. And then I punched here instead. And then deal 2 and stun, right?
Yeah. Instead of recovering, I could just exhaust to remove the sand counters, then flip down and recover next round.
It's your call. He's going to be stunned, so it's not a big deal to not remove him now. But
all right, then I'll flip down.
You might as well recover, I think.
I'll flip down because I will be recovering. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to flip down. I'm going to put a double life back in. Recover. And
quickly, if people don't know, Get Up and Game in the chat here. That's Josh, and he's got a channel, so definitely check out the Get Up and Game. Steve obviously has his Play the Game, but he's on here a bunch, so I imagine people know. But yeah, Get Up and Game's been doing a great job and has like 12 plays of Christmas going on right now, as well as did like a secret 1,200 subscribers video. But Josh has been doing a really good job, so definitely check that out. Give him a like and subscribe if you can.
Drew a card with Genki, but I'm going to discard it and draw up to hand size. Let's go.
Let's draw 3. Oh, there's my suit. It's happening.
It's finally happening.
I do have an all systems go to get another thing, but I think I'm going suit. All right.
Cool.
Here we go. So we add 2 threat here. He's stunned against me, so nada. And then he schemes against you for 1. This is where Sandman's super weak. Look at that, and 0. That's all we get. Card. Yours is the second one. Sand Smash. He's attacking me for +1. How rude. So he's attacking me for 4. So I guess I'll exhaust to decrease it by 2. So 4 plus 2 is 6. So I take 4 and go to 5. Yikes. And then resolve this. 1, 2, 3. All right. And you get Verna. Each inheritor minion gains retaliate 1. When revealed, if a web warrior character is in play, deal 1 damage to each character you control. So you take a damage. Each character you control takes a damage.
Just me.
Yep. If a web warrior, which I have a web warrior in play, so you take damage.
I take damage for your web warriors?
It says if a web warrior is in play, deal 1 damage to each character you control. So it's not if you have a web warrior in play.
Got it. Yeah. Cool. All right.
Yeah, definitely, Josh. Josh West.
Back to me, right?
Yes.
All right. So what do I want to do here? Well, Banky Lee first. All right, got a web shot. I don't think I'm going to do the swing-ins, so I'll probably just pitch them for my martial prowess. Power within. After you use a basic power, discard it. I think I want to maybe use the web shot and the power within to do another web shot. Actually, wait, no, I don't need to.
I think this Verna is kind of you.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of her. Okay, I'm gonna pitch the 2 swing-ins, get the martial prowess down. I'm going to flip up. I know I will be retaking retaliate from her, so it is what it is. I'm going to use a web shooter and the power within to do a web shot. It'll deal 4 to her. I'll take retaliate. It will then Venom Blast Sandman and stun him, deal 2. I will use the martial prowess to do press the advantage and deal let's make it 3 to Sandman with press the advantage, and I draw a card because he's stunned.
Why is it 3?
I'm using warrior skill.
Warrior skill, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm looking down, classic fashion. Brian is up here, and I'm down here looking at the cards.
Yep. It is what it is. I will then punch Verna out. And after I do, I will trigger Spider Camouflage and gain tough.
Nice.
Right? Yeah, tough.
Yep.
And I think I'm just going to put the combat training down this round instead of using the web shot.
Cool.
I'll spend the last web shot and the web shooter to play a combat training.
All right. I'm going to have to flip and heal.
Full cheese mode, Steve? Full cheese mode?
Oh, total cheese. Cheese is on. We're loving it. I mean, this is why these characters are powerful, right? Like, if we take stun and confuse out of the game,
exactly. I
then the
love
characters
pizza
lose that
mozzarella.
ability.
You know, I love mozzarella. So
there you go.
Got to get the cheese going.
All right, we will thwart with Peter Parker. Ready the suit. Then, man, I'm just trying to figure this out. I will. Maybe I just do this. I think I'm like trying to figure out if I can get another piece of the suit down, but then I think I can't heal myself. But I'm trying to figure out if it's worth it. Like if I go get another piece of the suit, put it down, then use 1, 2, 3, 4. I can put the symbiote suit out.
Were you flipped down?
No.
Oh, you weren't.
But if I use Ghost Spider, when she leaves play, I can search. Oh, it's an event. It's an event. Okay, I'm glad I read that. So never mind. So I'm just going to use the Psychic Link and these to play the symbiote suit. Oh, then I don't need to heal. I'm at 15. All systems go. And then I will have Ghost Spider remove 2 from here. And I will punch him for 3.
How did you get the? Oh yeah, you kept them because of that. Oh, got it. Cool.
Yeah, now I don't need to flip down at all. I just realized.
Sweet.
And now I get 4 cards.
Yeah.
Eric's point is still good though. I'm wondering if if I don't need the double resources in here as much at some point. It's good for getting you going since these cost 2, so it's a weird spot, right? But I could definitely see drawing a hand of 2 double resources and a 1 cost card. But I think generating card draw with her is what's super powerful, as it is with people.
You play you.
But Steve, what's interesting to you isn't necessarily interesting to everybody else. So I think that's part of it. Yeah, we were going to do it, but we realized it would make Brian lose all his effects because they don't trigger if they have a single stun status. So we put the inheritors in instead.
Yes, correct.
So that was our way of making it trickier, which it may not end up. They may not come out. It might not be an issue. So, all right, we're adding 2 to go to 3.
The thing is all of my spider cards are gone. My 3 web shots, my camouflages, they're all in the bin. So don't expect a lot of status cards coming out for me now.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just part of his kit, right? Like he is powerful because he has status effects.
Exactly, yeah.
It's like Pheromones is an amazing card because of status effects. But I know Steve doesn't like status effects because it's easy mode.
We don't complain about your draw for life deck, Steve.
Yeah. All right, so he is stunned against you. He is attacking me for 3. I can defend for 3.
I'm also tough if you want me to defend technically for you. But, you have tons of life.
It doesn't
so
really matter. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking. Does it really matter? I think I just take it, right? It's just going to be the Surging Sands. So I take 5 and go to 10. Could put 1 on her. And the sands surge again. 1, 2, and then we get cards. Sand Clown and Sand Smash. He's attacking me again for +1.
You're just gonna block with an ally?
I can't because it's indirect.
Oh yeah, it's indirect. It's Sandman. What am I thinking here? Brian, get into it.
I'll have you block it.
Okay.
I think it makes sense here. So 4 + 2 is 6, and you're tough?
Yep.
All right. Passes to me. Did I miss any other effect on that card? Nope.
I'll have you block it.
I'm down with that. All right.
Yeah.
So I can thwart for 5, which is too much. I have the web trap. I can put all this stuff down. The all systems go. I could play to go get the host spider.
That makes absolute sense.
So I'll exhaust this. All systems go. Get my host spider.
I'm just messing with you, Steve. I gotta mess with you on stream all the time. This is my
Ooh,
MO.
I actually don't know that I paid for Spider-Man correctly, but I think I used Wilds to put him into play. So I think I was okay, but I forgot about his requirement. But I'm pretty sure I used 2 of these, so I don't think it actually matters. But I may have messed that up. All right, 1, 2,
Rewind the tape.
3. I don't even know that I want Aunt May and Uncle Ben at this point with all the cards I've gotten out of my deck, Although I only have 1, so maybe I'm wrong. So I'll play the Host Spider. I'll punch out this guy. Or hold on, we should do Surging Sands first. So I'll have Ghost Spider remove this. I'll punch out this guy. He adds 1, discards a card. Then I'll have Spider-Man punch for 2.
Hold on 1 second. Is Ghost Spider only 3 health? Because she's going. Oh wait, she did. Never mind. She did the remove.
Yep. Then he readies me, and then I'll clear 3 threat. And then I'll ready.
Nice.
And then I'll punch for 3. 17, and I'll hold this card, I guess. I guess doing all that, I should have held my compressor instead. I'm just going to switch that.
Okay. I'll put down my warrior skill.
Oh, we didn't get +1 card. Shoot.
From
the suit.
Oh.
So was it this card? Is
it
this
was
the next one I took?
Surging Sands. It was the Surging Sands. That one. The one that
This
you
one
have
here?
in hand. Yeah,
So
was
this
the
is
one
in
that you just
play.
did from the Surging Sands.
And there was 3 on this, so there should be 5 on this. So instead of him punching, and instead of removing 3 threat here, actually they both punched, right? So I'll just remove 5 threat from this to get rid of it. Oh, X additional threat. Yeah, it's gone. My bad. So I just took 5 damage away and did 5 thwart instead.
So the 5 damage you took away, is it also from the Sand Clone, or was it just from Sandman?
Just from Sandman.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. Sorry, that was a lot of take backsies.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so I had that in hand. I used Power of Aggression to play
Thanks,
another
Josh.
warrior skill. I'm gonna use. I am not confusing right now, so I'll use this to play Endurance. Go up by 3 health. Sure, I might as well just use the Martial Prowess to do 2 damage for now.
Okay.
And I'll flip down.
Oh, Martial Prowess.
Yeah, I'm using my Martial Prowess to do Arachnobatics. And I'll flip down and put the Web Shot. Let's go with Web Shot into the deck.
Mark, is this any better? It bothers me too. It's just the timing and mid play. I'm not as big about it. I use these to put my tokens in, but I can't pull the tokens out of. I find trying to go quick, especially 3-player, trying to pull my tokens out of these little bins doesn't work well. So I have these over here. When I play solo, honestly, I only use the threat tokens. I just use them as everything tokens. So sometimes if I ever take a picture and then I post it, people are like, why do you have threat on your allies?
Makes sense.
And then I have to explain, like, well, I actually just use those, or I swap them out before I take a picture so people don't focus on that.
Yeah, I'm all done.
Thank you, Josh. Yeah, Spartan, we were supposed to start at 9:15 and I posted 9:30, so we were ready, so we went. And Eric is correct. Sorry, Brian, I was talking over your turn.
Yep, no worries.
Allies can take indirect damage. Is correct. Yeah, you can do that, but if you take any, then the Sands surge. You didn't stun him, right?
I didn't do any effects. I played a warrior skill and essentially flipped down. I did the couple damage.
All right.
So
All right. I'm not going to forget my +1 card this time.
where's all those doubles? Now I'm getting all the allies.
He's attacking me. I will block because I can ready. So he's attacking me for 3. +2 is 5. So I block 3. So I take 2. I go to 8. And he surges the sands. 1, 2. You're not getting your allies? Is that what you said?
I said now I'm getting my allies all at the end, which is all the status effect allies, right?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. And then he schemes against you for 1 + 3 is 4. And then we get cards. I get Deimos. All inheritor minions gain Stalwart. When revealed, if you have a web warrior, stun a character you control. All right. Well, I will stun Ghost Spider.
Stalwart, he needs to go.
And you get caught off guard.
I guess I'll just lose a warrior skill.
Hold on. I was supposed to have another card. Advance, but it's the same. Your card is here. And he's going to scheme for 4 against me. I was like, I won't forget. And then I forgot.
Nice.
And you would get caught off guard and we're good.
Okay.
It's
And
so
we're
funny
good.
how you could just miss little iterations. Yep.
Draw. All right. So let us, so if I go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put Psylocke down. And she's got 2 psionic counters. Deal damage, attacks an enemy, remove a psionic counter, confuse that enemy, and deal damage to it. All right. I will not recover. I will flip up. I will use martial prowess and Jefferson. Oh, wait, no, it's not lightning. Ouch. Did I spend a lightning over here? I did. I spent Spider Girl. All right. Keep the Jefferson Davis out of the hand. Spider Girl. There we go. Martial prowess, Spider Girl. That's a lightning. Web shot. I will hit Deimos for 4.
Okay.
And then the Venom Blast will hit Sandman and stun him.
18 and stunned.
Spider-Man will attack Deimos for 2.
Dead. Yeah, these inheritors aren't really doing much to us, I have to say.
And I will use Psylocke to deal 1 and then deal another 1 and confuse Sandman.
Nice.
And since you're not flipping down anytime soon, that confuse will probably stay there for a while, a little maybe.
Well, maybe I'll flip down.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
All right. I am going to use these 2 interfaces to play Web Fluid Compressor. Then I will use the Host Spider to ready myself. I will thwart for 3. I will play Web Fluid Compressor or use Web Fluid Compressor to play All Systems Go and ready all my interfaces. My gosh, she's fun.
She is.
I know everybody says it all the time, and I just don't get a chance to play her as much. So then my Host Spider can ready myself. And I can...
You could do both of those cards in hand. You could...
I can, but I get the +2 here, right? So that's what I'm trying to figure out. So 5, 6, 7. So I could clear that and heal.
Oh, okay. Makes sense, yeah.
I think, and then I just
5, 6,
hold the
7.
van. Would I still have enough here? No, because I would use this, right? Or I would use this one to make an entrance +2. So that would be 7. Clear
Yeah,
this. Heal 2 for clearing it.
Yeah, there's no point in holding the van.
Yeah, I don't need it. And then do I flip and heal? No, you probably want to keep the confused status on there for your effects, right? It's probably better there than.
Give me a sec. 1.
And then 2. Go Spider Clip. Wow, she's so good.
No, you can flip if you want to heal.
All right, so I will flip down. All this was exhausted, but she was not. So then these would detach, and I'll heal 4 to go to 14. No endurance in my deck because I have the suit. Just to clarify. Yeah, when you have to draw an extra card, put an acceleration token. I don't know. I'm so bad because what happens is I pull the token off to do things, and then I draw the same number of cards. Like, because I have to pull the token when the villain is stunning and all that kind of stuff, and then I don't put the token back. So it's just, yeah, it's just also just the being live, checking chat. Like it's those multiple things. Not that I dislike doing those things. I love doing those things, but it just makes me forget more than if I was playing solo and I would just have it. Perhaps it's probably a good card to put out, like where I can see it and then I see the plus. Or honestly, I could put the card here. Might remind me better, you know. But I think it looks sloppy on camera. All right, I draw 5. You good, Brian? Did I lose your audio?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Hello?
I hear you. You're good.
Okay. You didn't lose my audio, did you? I was just not talking.
Just not talking to me, Brian.
I'm sorry. I was letting you finish your sentence, you know. I try not to talk over you very often because you're so interesting, Brandt, and I want to hear what you have to say.
You won't get a lot of words in if you don't talk over me. That is one thing for sure that I know. All right. How's everybody doing? We got a bunch of people on here, and I'm trying to make sure that I interact with the chat. Like I love being live, and I want to make sure I do that. So, part of the this isn't the most complex scenario of all time is the joy of like, here we are on a Thursday morning, 10 days till Christmas, and we're playing Marvel Champions, and people are at work or home or working at home, and we're just hanging out, right? Like that's part of the fun of it. So
sometimes when I'm quiet too, I'm just catching up with chat.
Yeah. So if anybody has questions or other things, just let us know. We'll be happy to answer them. Or if you just want to bring up a topic to discuss, something calm like American politics or whatever.
Yeah. So that is a good life hack, Mark. I totally agree with that. I actually do that kind of thing in like Magic the Gathering. If you ever have like an upkeep trigger that you need to do, I put like a dice on top of my deck to remind me that I have a trigger that I need to resolve. Good to do that.
Yeah, I do it when I'm playing my hero. I'll do that kind of thing. Or if I used an ability on a character, I'll put a die or a token on it to say I used the ability.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I'll put it above it to remind me don't forget to use the ability kind of thing.
Well, I mean, when you put something there that is not normally there, you immediately ask yourself, why did I put this here? And then you remember.
Yeah. But I'm like, people used to like tie a string to remember something. Like around their finger. Have you ever heard that whole thing?
No, I've heard of the shock therapy where, you shock yourself to remember things.
Yeah. But like I'm the person who would be like, why is this string on my finger and untie it and throw it away? Because I just don't, it doesn't register for me. I'm like, this is annoying. I shouldn't have put this here.
Completely makes sense.
All right. So he was stunned and confused. So then we just get cards. This is going to accelerate. So you take 3 indirect damage.
I do. Well, I'll just take all 3, I guess. Go down to 6.
Oh, is that Okay, so
Well,
it's a Thursday. So there's a shot. Get Up in Game is saying here that there's a shot that they could announce the next thing for Champions because it always happens on Thursdays. I forgot.
oh,
I'm not going to
and just
speculate what it is, but that's pretty cool if people want to see what
that's
might be
yeah,
coming.
I agree. And I just want to go to CN Spartan's comment here. No, it is not. Bruce Willis even went on an awards show and he specifically said Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. All right.
I mean, what does Bruce
like,
Willis know about Die Hard?
It's like the age-old question. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie or is it not a Christmas movie?
I think it is. It's all Christmas music in the background. Oh, you're getting assaulted, my friend.
All right. I have to defend this.
All right. 3 + 1 is 4.
Okay, I take 2. Surging Sands.
Yeah. Surging Sands 1. And another assault. Are you done?
I have 4 health. So
right, I'll block for you with Ghost Spider. So that just makes it transfer over to me, correct?
Yes.
All right. 3 + 0. So you would have lived. So does she have to actually take the damage? I'll just
you take it.
One,
you take it
and then I take
identity.
2 more.
Yeah.
And then Surging Sands. 1, 2. When she leaves play, I search my deck for an identity-specific event, and I have all systems go.
Cool.
All right. And then I get Bricks. He's a Bricks house. All inheritor minions gain patrol when he's revealed. If there's a web warrior, place 2 threat on the main scheme. That is super lame. 2 threat?
Yeah.
Sorry. All right, is it to me?
It is to you, and I'm taking an action to do my double life right now.
And I gave us an additional card, right? You took 2 cards, you got assaulted twice. Yes.
Yes, I did.
All right. This is a little bit confusing. I've got 2 one way or another's and a lot of cards. So nope, I exhaust this. Then I flip up. It's a big turn. Let's see what people are saying here. Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie. Bruce does not count. I mean, I like watching Die Hard at Christmas, so there's that. Can indirect damage kill an ally? Yeah, you can assign it wherever you want, so it would end up killing them. What I can't do is assign indirect damage past their health. So she had 2 on her, so I assigned 1 to kill her, and I had to take the other 2. I couldn't, unlike chump blocking, where she could take the full, 47 damage or whatever.
This is why if we had Snow Guard in the deck and you put the 3 shift counters on her, it would be pretty sweet because then she would have 8 health with Retaliate.
So I just want to point out that the 4 or 3 hand size character, I have 8 cards in my hand currently, and I'm playing one way or another.
Yeah. And for the 6 hand size character, he's got 4 cards.
Wait, what happened? What did you lose cards from?
No. I spent cards.
Yeah, okay. Dirt Trap, Panic in the Street. I had 5 to start. So I guess this is better, huh? All right, so I'll take Panic in the Street. Panic in the Street. Do you have a lot of locations?
Turn is pretty lame. It's all this turn is all you, man.
I'm sorry, it's gonna be long.
No, I'm just letting you know. By the time it gets to me, it's like I'm playing web shooter and then I'm passing.
All right, I'll use my doubles to play an Avengers Mansion. I will ready myself. Play Skilled Investigator. Does it help if I give you card draw?
I have Professor X Helicarrier in hand. So it's like how much card draw?
Because I could give you the Skilled Investigator and I could give you an Avengers Mansion.
I am not in hero form. I use double life to go down. right
Well,
away.
you stink.
So
all right, so I will make it.
I could back that up technically if that's what you are going to do, but
Yeah,
then
we'll make
it
it
just
work.
makes sense that it's on you.
It's really to get it out of my deck. I'm going to make an entrance with my second one way or another. So I'm going to thwart for 5. Hold on. Do I have an Overwatch? No. Thwart for 5. Get rid of Panic in the Streets. Heal 2. Go to 14. Draw a card. Otto Octavius. All systems go. All right. I'll use my rapid deployment to play my speed alloy. Actually, I'm probably being silly there because I can probably just use one of my other ones to do it, right?
Yes.
So just use SPDR to do it. Then if I can ready, I can attack this guy for 5, which I can.
You have all systems go, so you're fine. You could literally use your thwart and you literally have 3 resources in front of you. So you could play Otto Octavius with 2 of them, ready host spider, use that host spider to ready yourself, and then still have 1 left over to do when all systems go.
There it is. Or do I get SPDR command? But I think it doesn't matter at this point, right?
I mean, you would still be able to. That's the thing, is you would still have all those cards in hand.
Because these 2, right, would put him down, and then I can ready this, is what you're saying?
Yeah, and then the host spider readies you.
And then I am ready.
You still haven't spent any cards in hand, and then the last one can do all systems go, and then you're just like laughing.
Yeah. So this will do this, ready all these, including her. Oh my gosh.
This is what I mean. It's just craziness. See, you guys might be looking over here at Miles Morales being like, oh, you're stunned, confused, everything. This is going to be so easy, but it's SPDR that's going to be taking the cake here.
All right, we'll take down bricks for 5. We will clear 2 tokens off of this with Otto. What does this card even do? Draw a card. Oh, that I have to discard to ready. All right, so I'll ready myself. I will then exhaust this and this to draw a card. Limitless stamina.
Easy mode. Dude, you can clear the threat and then still ready.
So I'll clear the threat. Here, take an Avenger Mansion draw because I'm not going to need it.
All right. Oh, that worked. Wow, it was a double.
Then I will ready and I'll punch for 3. Wow. Okay. That's that turn.
That was
I'm just going to make a ridiculous other row of cards here. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so fun that you can get a character with that hand size, right? To increase.
I'm going to pay 3 to get Helicarrier down. Use that Helicarrier to put down Web Shooter, recover for 4, and just stay here for now.
So Otto Octavius was a spider hero at some point?
Superior Spider-Man, apparently.
There you go.
I'm not even going to confuse him this round. I'm going to save them for when I actually got something to do.
Did you flip back up?
No, I didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me an encounter card. I am decking. I don't know if you are too.
2, 3, 4. Nope.
Okay.
All right, now we got to deal damage. Now I need to get Venom, is what I need.
Yes, I think you're.
Not that you won't start dealing ridiculous damage too. Okay, so he is attacking me. We had 3 threat here. He's attacking me, so I'll actually defend for 5. Star, resolve the when revealed ability. Place 2 sand counters on city streets. Then resolve surging stands. So it goes to 3. 1, 2, 3. If one Sandman card is discarded, I am stunned. Rude. Well, so much for damage. And keeping those counters off.
Yeah.
All right. And then schemes against you for 1 + 0. Remember when you can draw 0 boosts?
Yep.
And I got my extra card. So Bora, inheritor minions gain an acceleration token. If there's a web warrior, place 1 threat on each scheme. Well, joke's on you. And then Sandform. We haven't seen one of those yet. Well, so much for getting damage on him. Sand Smash. So we have to resolve City Streets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Surge. Another Sandform.
Yep.
But they'll both trigger at the same time, right?
I don't know.
Surging
I don't think so.
Come on. Surging Sands again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it surges. And you get Karn. So overkill and piercing, and you have to discard an upgrade or support you control.
I guess it'll just be the warrior skill. Oh, well. Over to us, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to start with Genki Lee, giving me a draw. I think I'll use this helicarrier, put down a ready to rumble. Yes, I'm not getting these, so that's unfortunate. Be paid for this using only physicals. I cannot. Unless I use this.
Cool. Well, thank you for that update. The Spartan and Get Up and Game are telling me about the superior Spider-Man.
So, yeah, okay. So if I use this to play this. Cards in hand that I want to play, can't play though. Basic power. All right, I will recover for 4 to go back to full health. I will flip to hero form, trigger the ready to rumble. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's use the helicarrier, web shooter, and martial prowess to do a drop kick.
Okay.
I guess I will do a drop kick on Karn.
Okay.
For 4 damage, and I did spend all physical, so I will draw.
Do you have a warrior skill?
He made me discard it with the stuff. I wasn't going to discard the other stuff, so I can't really do these, so this is already used. I'll use the mansion to play down a power within. I will.
Hey, Garrett.
Punch for 3. When Psylocke attacks an enemy, remove a side on counter from her. Fuse that enemy. I'll punch for 3 on Bora.
Okay.
And I'll trigger my power within to resolve Venom Blast and finish her off.
Done. Making for the other acceleration token here.
Yeah. I guess I'll use Professor X to do an acrobatics on Karn and finish him.
Okay.
It is kind of overkill, but it is what it is. Now, when I use Psylocke to do the whole status effect thing here, The problem is she's going to trigger the Surging Sands a bunch there, right? Because it's going to go twice.
Yeah,
and
so
it's at 7.
I'll take an action and get rid of 2.
So maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just take an action and get rid of 2 more with Psylocke.
Either way, we're gonna have to deal damage. I mean, I have this Spider-Man that I could deal 1 damage to get rid of all of them on my turn, I guess, right?
No, I need to do it right now. So Psylocke is just going to get rid of 2 then.
Okay.
Wait, equal to that character's attack. It's only 1 from her.
Ah. Oh yeah, I was thinking. Yep.
And I'm done. And I'll let you remove the shields and get the Surging Sands stuff. Deal with it.
All right.
I mean,
so I'll use this double and Penny SPDR to play Spider-Man here. Paviter Prabhakar. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to pronounce. After entry play, remove 1 threat from a scheme for each Web Warrior card you control. 1, 2, 3. Assume she's not a Web Warrior. No. So that'll bring this down to 2. Then I will use him to punch here. So that will block all the damage and then surge the sands twice.
Yep.
So 3 and then 4 is 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're still not out, which is good. Host Spider will ready me. Avengers Mansion will draw me a card. It is my Unshakable. What do I need to do? Punch.
Yeah.
I don't really think I need Heroic Intuition anymore, honestly. So I'll play my Unshakable to get rid of my Stunned. I will then punch him.
It's not gone because you're not Stalwart, right? You're just steady.
No. Thank you. Yep. I will punch him for 3 + 2 because I used the web fluid compressor, so 5. So he goes to 8.
Nice.
And then I can play my Justice Served, or what do I have to do? This is not. I can discard this to ready myself.
That seems better.
Discard this.
Oh wait, no, you have to exhaust a. You also have to exhaust an interface, or whatever.
Yeah. I exhaust this and discard a card, and I could ready Host Spider, and then I guess I could thwart that.
Are you sure that's how it reads? I thought she has to
exhaust SPDR command, which is this card. Choose and discard 1 card from your hand. Ready an interface upgrade. Interface.
Got it. Interface. Yep.
Or I could just put this down, which is fine. I'll just do that. Keep my deck smaller.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. Sorry, buddy. This is so messy. I don't know where to put everything. I'm sorry, everyone, that this is amazing.
Just take Miles Morales and throw him to the side.
So amazing. Yeah, well, he's as far to the side as he can go. I guess he can go here. He can go here, actually. Is a good point. All right, I get an extra card. Did you get a card for decking out? That was last turn, right?
That was last round.
All right.
Garrett asked you how PAX was because he couldn't go this year.
Oh, it was excellent. You can check. Sorry, I can tell you here, but you can also check out my wife and I did a PAX recap video where you can hear possibly more. Yeah, it was good. It was. It felt like a whirlwind. That convention feels too short to me. I know that's weird to say, but like it's just 3 days, and we're there Thursday night, and we're typically out Sunday afternoon, so we can get back kind of for the start of the work week. So Whereas like when I go to Gen Con, we come back Monday and I don't have anything going on. So it's a little easier to get back and spend a little more time. So, but yeah, it was excellent. Had a good time. I never saw Peter at all from One Stop Co-op Shop. He's there. I never saw him. But
Nice.
I had a group of 4 of us, so it was kind of like we were all together, and that's how it went, you know? All right, 3 threat goes on here. He's attacking you for 3. Thanks, Mark.
Taking it.
Have a good one. 3
Thanks
plus 3 is 6. How are you taking that?
Because I filled up back to 12 health last round. Now I'm back down to half.
Surge those sands. So 1 card goes away. You take 3 more damage.
Ouch. Down to 3.
Yep. Sorry, I should have blocked for you there. Well, I can block for you now.
Yeah, if need be.
Yeah. All right. And then he will attack me.
Good.
I'll block here because I can block for you with one of them. 3 plus. It's the same thing that happened to me last time. Place 2 counters here, then surge the sands, and I'm stunned. 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I placed 2 plus 1, right?
Now you're actually stunned, though.
And now I'm actually stunned. Man, none of that has gone well. 1, 2, and you get a bonus card. Inherited Burden is mine. I can flip to Alter Ego and exhaust Penny Parker, remove it. Sure. Flip to Alter Ego and exhaust Penny Parker. Man.
Just keep the Unshakable with the suit. Because you're going to exhaust Penny Parker all the time, so.
Yeah. Makes sense. Deimos is back out. John Deimos. Sandstorm. We take 8 indirect damage as a team.
Ouch.
I got 2. I'm taking more than that. I can honestly just take it all. So I am at 8. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And now or never. So I either have to place an acceleration token on the main team or exhaust a character I control and spend a resource.
Exhaust, yeah. All right, back to you.
Back to me. All right. I defended with that. So I don't think I have anything to do in this form because I can't exhaust. Oh, if I play this card, though, that's what I wanted to do is play Aunt May and Uncle Ben. But I don't know that losing limitless stamina is my best bet. But I can just ready myself with that, right?
Were you planning on just flipping up right away?
I was going to flip up after doing this, and I get to draw 3 cards, right?
Well, you do have Mansion. You can draw and see what you get.
Yeah, that's a good call. Spider-Man. Well, that's probably better. I don't think I need this because I have so many of my cards in play, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So I will flip up. I am stunned.
Does
And then,
does Limitless remove it? Or just readies?
Just readies. I have an all systems go and a Spider-Man here, so it feels like there's stuff. I will exhaust him again to get rid of 2 of these. So I exhaust my host spider to ready myself, right? And then do I just get rid of stunned? Probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Get rid of my stunned. Then I've got my all systems go.
You should do Limitless Stamina first, and then ready, do something, then use the last upgrade that you have to do all systems go, and then you reset.
I want to get Spider-Man out. Do I care about Limitless Stamina as much?
Well, the thing is you have 2 interface upgrades to use, right? So you can use one for limitless stamina right now. Do exhaust yourself. Yeah.
All right. I will use the limitless stamina ready. Then I can thwart for use all systems go for this, right?
Yes, you use that for that. Exactly.
So I use this, ready all of these.
And now you have the resources you need for Spider-Man.
Yeah. So then, to figure out what are you getting rid of him?
I think I can. I'm so involved with what you could do over there. I'm like not even looking at mine.
I'll thwart for 5. I'll use these 3 to put him into play. Then I can ready myself. I can get rid of him. I can punch him for 3 and punch him for 3.
All right, do it.
Punch him for 3. Spider-Man will punch for 2. Ready me, and I'll punch for 3 more. He's out. Cool. Oh my gosh, these turns are like huge puzzles.
Yeah. If that's the
case, I also cleared all the threats, so I could have readied myself with this, but I'm just gonna leave it. Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw that better than me. I was trying to get him down before I readied all my things, but it made sense because I forget they're not wilds.
Yeah, exactly. Only the pilot is wild.
Yeah.
Only the pilot is wild, I believe.
And I still have that. The host spider is, but you're kind of using it to ready.
Yeah. Defense mechanism. I will. Let's just attack him for 2. Trigger defense mechanism. Spider camouflage. Go tough. Let's use the drop kick.
Hold on. Do you also confuse?
Yes.
Got it.
I completely forgot about that. I
think we've only been doing tough.
No. And I've only been doing tough. I completely forgot about that. I thought it was always the the swing that did it. Drop kick, web shot, or web shooter. Sorry. I will use martial prowess and a web shooter to do web shot for 4 damage and stun him.
Yep.
Sorry, 6 damage and stun him because it's web shot.
4 plus 2?
Correct.
So it's 4 and then 2, right?
Correct.
Got it. Sorry, I asked the same question 2 different ways.
Yeah, Psylocke is going to
hold on because we flipped him. We flipped him, so give me a second.
Okay.
Place a sand counter on city streets, then resolve its special ability. So I place one, then I place another one. We discard 8.
Before you do that, before I would do that, then Psylocke would remove 1 counter from it. So just make it have 1 less counter.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you did 2 damage. He's at 38. Oh gosh, I forget he's only 38. So he's 36. So we'll kill him next turn. I haven't gotten Venom yet.
Web shooter is going to do a double life, flip me down. I will shuffle card back in, and I will recover for 4. Back to 7.
Garrett says for 3 with combat training. Did you attack? You just flipped and recovered, right?
I attacked earlier to do defense mechanism. Yeah. Combat training added.
It would have flipped him either way. He'd be the same. So
yeah, pretty much.
You might have missed the one. All right.
Yeah. Just gonna shuffle a card back in. Give me a sec, and then I'm good to go.
Yeah, no, I definitely love the SPDR. It's a little tricky. It's the funny thing, right? You're playing 2-player and you're taking a really long turn, but luckily Brian's helping me to get there. So that's a good part about it, which again is maybe part of the cooperation of the game. It's not so much let me tell you what to do, but let me show you what is possible for you to do, right?
Yeah,
if you're open to that. And some people dislike that, but some people like that. So
yeah, I'm not trying to
alpha
game with that.
I don't mind it at all. You're just saying this is what
you
can do, right? When you're stuck in the puzzle.
Yeah.
And I've had that too with
The
people.
thing
I'll say,
is
just play Nick Fury, right? I'll say, do that to
yeah,
them.
exactly. The thing is she really is a puzzle of a character because you have all of those upgrades. Each of them have a different symbol on it. So you need to, if you're going to do someone like Spider-Man, Peter Parker there, you need to have the right symbols when you do it, right? And
Right.
especially with I saw your hand, I'm like, oh, you had the all system go and limitless stamina, so you just do it this way.
Yeah, it's just great hand after great hand right now. The only thing I want to see is Venom. That's the only thing like at this point, so I can just deal 5 damage, you know.
Yeah. So
All right. You're shuffled back in.
yes. I'm good.
So I
I'm
think we're
good to
going
go.
for the throat this next turn.
I think so, yeah.
All right. Attacks you, add 4 threat there. Attacks you, stunned, attacks me. Now it's overkill. So
I'm flipped down. So it was
confused against you, stunned against
stun
me.
against
Perfect.
you.
All right, so
Correct.
now it's nothing. And you get a bonus card from me.
Thank you.
Calling in favors, Rhino schemes. If not in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile and put
Mr.
Rhino
Rhino.
into play. And I don't think he attacks immediately, right? It just puts him into play. Yeah. Steady Rhino. All right. Sand Smash. Man, we've gotten that card a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are gone. And it surges into a Sand Clown. And I
Love those
get
sand
Gang
clowns.
Up. So now I'm in my same boat. So he's attacking me for 3 with overkill. I have tried to block so many times and it has failed.
I mean,
I just take a punch.
You have 8. I do think you need to block because you can ready yourself.
Yeah. That's what I keep doing, and then I draw the things that don't help. So I block for 5. He punches for 5, and we're clear.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. To
now
me,
you can.
Yeah, now I can ready with my post spider, right?
Exactly.
Or with Spider-Man. So let's one way or another. Ooh, there might not be anything left. Darn it. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you should have looked at that thing. Take it back. Take it back, retcon.
Take it back. I didn't look. All right. So we'll yeah, I'm just looking for damage now. So I'll punch him for 5. 31. I will punch him for 2. 29. Ready. I will.
Not sure we have it.
No.
I only have I can 3 with myself, web shot for an extra 6, so that's 9. Psylocke 10 plus 1, 11. Yeah, I really only have like 11 damage this round.
Okay.
Which, if that's the case, then I would need to clear the dudes in front of me. Unfortunately, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Yup. Yup.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. I don't think I have 18 more. I think I could punch for maybe 10, get him down to 19, 16, but I don't think I can go much better than 16. If I gave you a card draw, does it help?
You and you does that. You does that.
Or should I take the card draw?
No, I don't think it really does anything.
Okay.
Helicarrier, that. I mean, best case is what I'm doing here is I'm throwing 2 stuns and potentially 2 confuses out, I think.
Got it.
And Rhino is stalwart or is he steady?
Rhino is steady.
Oh, okay. Because I have potential. I have a web shot, a swing in, double life, and mockingbird. Unfortunately, this round, not unfortunately, but you know what I mean.
All right. So I'll take my card draw and get a double. So I'll put Ghost Spider out. After I get rid of this guy, he'll just deal damage. Done. I'll put Ghost Spider out. And then if we're not clearing, we might leave Rhino.
He punches for how much? 3?
Yeah. Is that going to be too much on you?
And villainous, right?
No villainous.
Oh, okay.
But he has overkill.
I have tough for the round.
Okay.
So hopefully that'll be enough.
All right. I will exhaust this and an upgrade to draw a card. The van. Then I will use my all systems go with the psychic link to ready everything. I will punch. I can get rid of Rhino, but I think I'll just keep dealing damage and we'll figure it out, right?
Sure, yeah.
Because I'm gonna flip down because there's no threat. This will ready me. I will then use this to punch out the clown.
13.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I take 3, go to 5. Now he's down to 23.
Yeah.
And then Ghost Spider. Did I have something else to ready myself?
Technically, if you want to use Ghost Spider on Rhino, I can get rid of Rhino.
Okay.
And then I could just leave him stunned and confused.
I'll use these 2 to put the van up just because I have the resources. 2 to go here. Flip down and heal for 4. Done.
Over to me.
Yep. I
Okay,
didn't remove threat, but I put the van on, so it goes to
fine.
22.
I'll heal to 11. I'm going to use this power of aggression to do my double life, which will flip me up and ready me. Which technically I don't need to use double life, but it's also because of the ready. I'll use Helicarrier and Genius for Mockingbird to stun Sandman.
Yep.
I will use Web Shooter and Martial Prowess to Web Shot Rhino and finish him off for the 4 and then the +2 for 6. And I'll use this Web Shooter with the power of aggression to do swing in and remove 4 threat and resolve spider camouflage.
Nice.
And then I will attack for 3 with myself and 1 with Mockingbird.
19. I think we got it now. We've got him stunned, confused. You're tough. We have 4 blockers, although overkill, but. And the threat is at 0 of 22. I feel like we're in control.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right. Here we go, everybody. So who's your favorite here of SPDR, Miles, or do you not like to make favorites? And do you like fighting Sandman? And do you find putting status effects cheese mode, as Steve would say? It's tricky because they are really strong. The status effects feel like they take the bite out of the villains, especially something like this, right? Where he's trying to overkill us.
The funny thing is even with status effects, he has still done a good amount to us. Like
it's true,
I've almost died. I've almost died twice.
Yeah. All right. He is confused. He is stunned. I added 5 threat to the main scheme, so we get cards. 1 for me, 1 for you, and another 1 for me. Who's giving me an extra card? Rhino's coming back. That's funny. So actually, how we left him, he would have attacked you twice. Keeping secrets. So you can flip down, or you can get rid of Genki Lee and Jefferson Davis.
I'll just whatever. Genki Lee's gone.
All right. And Bora gives an acceleration token. All you, 19 damage. Don't
Aurora
give me a turn.
Borealis.
That's right. Here, take a card draw.
Sure, why not?
Kill him before I do.
Kill him before you do, he says. Okay. Can I kill him before you do? Let's see. I can use this for that.
Everybody cheer Brian on.
That. All right. Let us go with sure. Psylocke is going to attack for essentially 2 and remove a psionic counter and confuse. So 2 damage on Sandman.
All right.
I'll use, and he's confused. I'll use Jefferson Davis to do press the advantage to deal 2 damage and draw a card.
Brian, my video is up now.
Is it? Nice.
I'm just going to let people know it's totally fine. But if you go, I guess I should keep my thing here. If you go to the Dice Tower channel, if people are familiar with that. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Oh, is it here? Oh, it must have just ended. Yeah, if you go to the Dice Tower channel, you can see my top 10 games of the year with Eric Summer. So you can find that video. There you go.
Cool. Did you do the 2 damage? Did you do the 2 damage from press the advantage?
No. 15.
Okay. I will use my helicarrier to do another press the advantage, 2 damage and draw a card.
That's awesome, Josh. Josh says these are 3 of his favorite things in the game. So this is a great stream for him.
I'll use martial prowess and swing in to do.
I'm sorry, did you use another press the advantage?
I did for 2 more damage.
I'm sorry, Brian. I'm not trying to be a jerk.
I will use martial prowess and swing in to do web shot, resolving venom blast. So it's going to be 6 damage in total, and he's now stunned.
7. You got an acrobatics?
And I will use a web shooter for arachnobatics for 8 damage.
Sorry. Oh, acrobatics is what's your name? Dad, you did it, Brian.
And I'll do a 1x1 for an extra, 2 damage, and Mockingbird for an extra 1.
Nice. I had a pile of cards here with draw.
Good. I'm
glad
I didn't let you finish close out the game, because you did most of it for the most majority of the game. So
yeah, it's funny you're doing those stats. I mean, I think of his cards; they're like 2 for 4 threat removal and status, and all that kind of stuff was really neat. Thank you. Oh, Eric says he likes the Star Wars shirt. Yeah, my daughter got that for me. I don't have an ugly Christmas sweater, and I love Star Wars, so my daughter's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you that." So it's like a stormtrooper and Boba Fett and Darth Vader.
I don't have an ugly Christmas sweater, but before COVID hit, I had a huge family party here, and we told everyone you need to wear Christmas clothes, ugly Christmas sweater, whatever. So I actually have Christmas Deadpool pajama pants.
Nice.
That's awesome. It's Deadpool wearing his Santa hat.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I mean, the status effects do feel like, oh, he's stunned, he's confused, here we go. But like, that's just part of control, right? Like, when we said let's do 36 damage, we couldn't do it. So instead we did massive control to keep the villain, and that's just some of the build.
Yeah.
So, it makes sense there. But yeah, with you doing all those status effects and then me able to just ready and deal damage. And again, it's just an example. I think Steve and I might have been talking about it yesterday, but like the symbiote suit in 2+ players is just, it's just so
easy
ridiculous,
to deal with. Easy to deal with.
And we'll just take one encounter card. You wouldn't want it against Ronin. You wouldn't want it against Venom Goblin, maybe, some of the ones that have really rough cards and surge like crazy. Nebula would be a big pain. So there's a few fights where it would be tricky, but for the most part, an extra encounter card, it's just not a big deal. And then because she's readying, she's getting the +1 to the stat. Because she's low on cards, she's getting +1 card draw, right? Like, and the 10 health ended up being relevant because, like you said, he pushed us pretty far on damage, even though we were stunning him like crazy.
If the thing is if you didn't jump in for me a couple turns there, I would have been knocked out.
The one where you took 6, I absolutely should have jumped in. I didn't even think about it. I should have just
yeah.
walked through that.
So, well, the thing is I was at 12 health, puts me down to 6, and then does another thing and does 3 more damage, puts me down to 3. So, like, if I didn't actually have endurance in this scenario, I probably would have died a couple times.
Yeah.
So,
and stun is really strong against him to keep him from doing that. But honestly, if you had a protection player, like a Spider-Man or a Ghost Spider who was defending for everybody,
there was another form of control instead
defending
of
for
effects,
5 and then not getting all those tokens, because we still got a lot of surge sand tokens.
Yeah. So right there, you talk about status effects being control. Well, there's another form of control. It's just not status effects. It is just having a player who can tank the boss, and everyone can just do their own thing because you have a player protecting everyone.
Yeah.
Ooh, what did Eric's get up in game? I voted for Spider-Ham and Sandman.
I think I voted Ironheart as my favorite hero of the year.
Ooh, favorite hero of the year. I mean,
that goes Vision through Storm.
Vision through Storm. I mean, I gotta go with I'm biased. I'm biased.
Yeah. I might have put Ghost Spider. I can't remember. It was either Ghost Spider or Ironheart that I put.
I personally like Miles Morales. I think his kit is just fantastic. His specials, the Venom Blast, the Spider Camouflage is just awesome.
Yeah. And I put Night of the Sentinels, which I think it's Project Wide Awake. I put that as my favorite villain of the year.
Favorite villain of the year?
I love that one. Again, it's not super hard. It's very beatable, but it's just fun to get all the allies and whatnot.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm the same. I really like the X-Men. I love playing the X-Men as a team. I'm intrigued. Steve and I were talking about it last night, like using Storm with Cap or with Black Panther to get the retaliates up to 2. So like thinking about some of those things you could do with Storm would be interesting.
So right off the bat,
pulling some of those.
Right off the bat, it's like we get X-Men. We're like, okay, we're gonna play X-Men with X-Men, and maybe people have, maybe they haven't thought about what the X-Men can bring to the characters we already have, like you're saying with Cap and all these other characters. Like I think that's what we need to kind of start doing for some future streams, is really start mixing and matching some of these now X-Men with the Avengers or the Spider-Man or whatever, or
I'm actually intrigued by what you're saying. Could Cyclops show up and feel like he brought the team with him? Do you know what I'm saying? So like there are no other X-Men.
Yeah.
But Cyclops has Wolverine and Storm and everybody in there. Beast, right? Has the whole array, because now we're not all playing X-Men. So Cyclops has the whole gamut of allies available to him. So can he just play allies, maybe use To Me My X-Men, right? Really effectively, because he's got 10 allies in his deck. So can he do that and drop all those things and just totally be support? Like, here I am, I've got all the allies on the support.
So what if we do something like Miles Morales brings the champions, the Spider Web Warrior champions. Cyclops brings all the X-Men, and Cap brings all the Avengers.
That's a cool idea. Yeah,
And
something like that.
And we'll have to do against Thanos, right?
Yeah.
And just have like the end game battle.
You know, we've never really done like, you know, Thanos and Loki or whatever, like 2 decks. So I wonder if you could almost do it like with the token, like in the tower defense, where you just have a token that goes back and forth, and Thanos villains is now attacking all of you. Yep, and you got to take 2 villains down, you know, and they'd have separate decks. We could make, I guess you have to make 1 standard 2 and 1 standard, or make some proxies or something.
Something
you
like
could just
that.
have their own
maybe.
decks. I don't know. Maybe it's crazy.
That would be,
it sounds
crazy.
Too epic.
Interesting.
Not too epic. It sounds like something you really have to know. Like, we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe I should try and play them both on standard or something and see how that goes. Because then you could do like standard and standard 2 without expert cards, you know?
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Well,
thank you everybody for joining
us.
Yeah, I think so. Play a game using only allies and no events. That would be interesting. Yeah, but I think that would be neat to feel. I haven't played Cyclops where I feel like you did a great job where you were leading all of us. I've never really played Cyclops. I've only really done that Mutant Protectors deck that just didn't work. So I want to do the like Cyclops where I've got 10 allies, and to me my X-Men, and all X-Men are cheaper, and here we go, you know, triggering everybody's effect. And that would be cool to feel like, oh my gosh, the X-Jet just showed up and all the X-Men are jumping out to join us in battle, right? So I like your idea of Cap is the leader of all the Avengers, and, you know, whatever. Star-Lord is the leader of all the Guardians.
Sure, yeah, there you go. You could grab all the leaders.
Or whoever. I mean, it could be Miles, whatever, and you feel like you got 3 battles.
It was literally, I said Miles, but I was like, there was another leader in there of another, you know, Guardians. I completely forgot Guardians were in there.
But that would be neat to bring the 3 leaders, and then they only play their own teams. Like,
that's right.
Even Star-Lord, I feel like he could bring non-Avengers, non-X-Men, and make them Guardians, but don't take any Avengers.
Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Okay. Nice. Well, thank you everybody for joining us this morning. That was fun. So yeah, you can go back and see my play with Steve. I don't know where we'll be going from there. Hello, Gadsden. Thanks. We just finished playing. And I like your idea here with Rogue, Eric. Giving her the weather deck and going from there. It seems pretty cool. Yeah, Rogue is going to be one of those ones. It's going to feel not like Adam Warlock. It's going to be more exciting, if I can say that. But like, it's just everybody's going to find their thing, right? Oh, my favorite Rogue is when I play her with this thing. The neat part is we're going to get a lot of solo deck only people who are probably going to try 2-handed with her. So that'll be neat to see, you know, oh, I team her up with here. But I think people are going to end up with their favorite. Like, oh, I always play Rogue Justice and I play with, you know, Cap or whatever. I always play Rogue Justice and I play with whoever. I'm just coming up with people, but I think that'll be a big part of it for sure. So should be neat. Awesome. No, I agree. I really like Sandman. I think he's fun. I think his mechanisms keep pushing you and get you to play different and whatnot, and kind of build around him. So he's really fun. Let's see other things. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna try to do that deck building stream, and like I said, other things coming up on the channel. My wife and I are gonna play Flamecraft and Boop. I think that's tomorrow. Boop. And then this weekend might not be much. I want to get Massive Darkness, and I have Sniper Elite. Those are both ones that I'll probably play solo. I have the Wrath of the Lighthouse expansion for Empires of the North, so I do want to get that played. Also in our store, Woodcraft and Wayfarers. Eric will know what it is. Wayfarers of the... You can put the title in there. That came in, so I definitely want to get those played. I played Toletum the other day.
Wayfarers of the North Sea?
So I really like that game. Is it of... No, that was the original trilogy. I don't know. South something? South Seas? South
Pacific?
I don't know where we are now. South Pacific. Yeah.
No clue.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So
Talking about new
I
games?
think that's it for channels and things. Like I said on that Dice Tower channel, I did my top 10 board games of the year. I'll probably repeat it and do the list with Larry and Brian with a Y from our store if I can capture them between Christmas and New Year's.
I could be a Brian with a Y.
It's true. We could do your games as well. Wayfarers of the South Tigris. There you go. Thank you.
South Tigers, apparently. South Tigers.
So I'll probably redo my top 10. I mean, super spoiler, but my other top 10, I hadn't played Frosthaven yet, so that's definitely on the list. Gonna wash that game right out of my hair. Nice. Love it. You got it, Gedson, no problem. Oh, Gedson, I apologize, it's an E. Awesome. I think that's it, Brian.
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks, everybody. Pay attention for our deck building stream when we decide to do that. And we'll come up with a plan and just kind of sit here for 2 hours and build some decks and talk through them. And then we'll try to take some of the decks and play them live, I think. But I don't know. Maybe we'll just do a deck building one where we just come up with some ideas. I'm just looking for different things to do, but I still really want to be live. So, Terracotta Army. Nice. I got to teach that at Gen Con. That was fun. So. Because I like being live, so that's what I want to do, and we'll try something different. Because I think playthroughs are fun, but we've done a lot of playthroughs, so just trying to do something different. And I don't know, even like first shuffles and talk about mulligans or something could be part of it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that would be a cool stream. Like take the deck, shuffle them up, have a villain, and be like, "What are we going to do on our first turn? Where are we going?" And whatnot. But also the idea of making them all build together.
Do like an opening hand thing, be like, oh, this is what I would keep, this is what I would mulligan.
Yeah, I thought about that for a video, but again, it's it's a little different live. So people who are doing non-live stuff, Tony and Josh and others, like take those and make those, like open up and say, okay, here's my hand, here's how I would mulligan, here's where I go, and then here's my opening turn, done. And then do another one, and show a couple of those. I think that helps people to see kind of that thought process. So I think that could be interesting. But yeah, my thing is I want to be live and interact with the chat, so that's a big piece for me. So deck building day sounds great. Do you want to join us, Eric? We're looking for a fourth.
I was literally just thinking that.
Is that something you'd be interested in doing on camera?
I just wonder if he would be up for it or just want to watch it.
Yeah. We'll give him a minute.
I mean, we're on delay, so you tend to need to give them a minute. So
yeah, I know. Ironically, I'm like, I don't have much more to say because we were wrapping up. So all right. Well, hopefully somebody else will join us. Maybe it'll be Eric, maybe somebody else. But we'll try to do that. And like I said, come up with some kind of system where it's like we each come with something we want to build, maybe, and then we assign each other something to build. Hey, awesome.
There you go.
So Eric will join us, and then we'll try to get something either from
2 or 3 heroes.
Right. We'll try to get something from the chat that they want us to build. And that would give us each about 3 decks to build. And we'll try to make some that are like solo focused and some that are multiplayer and some that are, let's make them work together. But maybe that's a lot to bite off. Maybe we do multiple of them and kind of have a goal for each. So we'll figure that out. But I think that'd be a fun
building series.
Yeah, exactly. And we're building them live. We'll build it live. All right. Thanks everybody so much for joining me. Until next time, joining us. Until next time, I am the Brandt.
And I'm Brian.
And I didn't get a final turn.
No, you didn't, sir. No, you didn't. You tried. Nice. You did very well.
Thanks, everybody. Until next time, we hope you step into the portal. Literally, come to Manchester, Connecticut. It's right outside Hartford, halfway between New York City and Boston. Come visit me. Bye.